トータルウォー将軍2は全てが正しく行われている続編の一つです。ゲームの見た目や雰囲気、戦略の考え方に至るまで間違いなく最も難しいトータルウォーゲームの一つです。地下室に住んでいて刀を持っているウィーブにおすすめのゲームだ。
The gameplay is just what any other Total War title should be. Balancing the budget, managing your economy, building your army, fighting wars, and engaging in diplomacy, which won't matter that much once the Shogun sees you as an op for getting too powerful. There are plenty of tools for you to use while keeping your clan alive in the most well-known and chaotic period of Japanese history. Graphically, it's quite good. It's a clear sign that Creative Assembly has made the graphics look better and better with each title released, and it shows with Shogun 2 having a more realistic look than the previous games. I also think that the OST is quite a pop. Once again, Jeff Van Dyke did a phenomenal job and created memorable music to set an atmosphere fit for such a hectic period. The sound of calming flutes and lutes on the campaign map as you're planning your next move, complemented by the war drums and warrior chants on the battlefield as you slice and dice the enemy samurai and peasant Ashigaru. It's a bit disappointing that you have a limited pool of factions to choose from, so replayability is not as good as the previous titles. Out of 58 different factions that are present on the map, only 9 of them are available to you, unless you pay €14.97 in total for the Otomo, the Iko-Iki, and the Hattori clan, which brings it up to 12 available clans. I should mention at this point that the DLC policy that's present in Shogun 2 is not good at all, and was one of the many signs that CA and Sega have taken a dark turn on the road with how they monetize their games, by having 3 factions, 2 unit packs, 1 blood pack, and 1 campaign behind a paywall, amounting to a grand total of €33.93. Oh, and don't forget about Fall of the Samurai, which was also a DLC, then created as a standalone title, and then the geniuses at Creative Assembly removed the DLC from people's accounts that have already owned the original DLC.
A shameful display!
With dishonorable DLC policy aside, Shogun 2 has maintained the heart and soul of Total War, with improving naval battles and the way that artillery works through years of trial and error present in the previous titles. Along with a plethora of extra details, the game has gotten bigger and better, so a slightly better rig is recommended for a smooth experience. Unlike its predecessors, Shogun 2 supports a true multiplayer experience, where you can create your own clan and conquer Japan, or enter a campaign with your friends for a good time. But I don't think anyone is playing multiplayer at the moment. Level design is on point. CA gave much love in making a beautiful map of the Japanese archipelago, as it visibly changes with every season that passes. On the battlefield, the game philosophy incorporates Sun Tzu's The Art of War, offering you forests to hide your troops in, hills to take defensive positions for your spear units, and giving your general powerful bonuses to use in critical moments, while the troops are distinct and easily identifiable by their armor and weapon they use. I've always wondered what these balloons are in the general's back. Progression and pacing seems a bit slow on the surface, but in my eyes it's a very good blend made by the game to force you into making important decisions that complement your clan. It also does a good job in making you think twice as to when to activate Realm Divide, where every clan turns against you once you conquer enough provinces or the capital city of Kyoto, so you gotta create a good approach that will guarantee you a good spot once Realm Divide is on. The way that the Sengoku period is portrayed in Shogun 2 is pretty good, but it wasn't just non-stop bloodshed as shown in game where every major clan was vying to become the new shogun. There was also peace and prosperity during these turbulent times, along with the presence of
Clocks and guns and Jesus
that changed the political landscape of Japan. Customizability is alright. You can change the sound volume, graphics, and keys to suit your needs. It's the bare minimum. However, the emotional impact is great. The game stimulates your neurons when you absolutely destroy your enemies with firebombs, arrows, cannons, matchlocks, and cavalry charges, and celebrate heroic victories as you hold down the fort with 2-to-1 odds due to AI's stunning performance on the battlefield. Having mods available on the Steam Workshop makes it much better to find mods that will enhance your vanilla experience. Want to have every clan playable? There's a mod for that. Want to go beyond Japan and into the East Asian region? We got that too. Want to have waifu unit cards? We sure have that as well. My biggest critique of Shogun 2 are the achievements. A huge majority of achievements are multiplayer specific and Fall of the Samurai specific, which, if you've forgotten already, is a game you gotta pay for. I wouldn't mind if people played multiplayer, but it's been 13 years since the game's released. I don't think anyone wants to play multiplayer anymore. But you can do with friends. Bro, you don't have friends. Shameful display. With the base game costing €30 and the collection edition costing €50 plus Follow the Samurais 30, I'm not pleased with the pricing of Shogun 2. All of this could have been easily included in the base game, except I guess the 2 campaigns. Corporate greed at again. Man, why did they do this? Total War Shogun 2 is a fantastic title, but it could have been even greater without the DLCs. Because of that, and poor achievements, Shogun 2 gets a mean score of 8.76 out of 10, and as much as it pains me to say it, it gets a boat stamp. Thanks for watching.
Our men are running from the battlefield! Shameful display!